Fuck out of here, fool. What's going on out there, my Showcast family? We're back at you once again. Your host, DJ 1011, with my co-host,
G. Dillon.
What's going on, G? You good, baby?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Hey, motherfucker got happy feelings in the air. You got a Frankie Beverly and Maze shirt on.
Man, that's my dude, man. That's my dude.
Hey, you can't go wrong with Frankie Beverly and
you know
Maze.
they on tour.
Man, don't tell me that, because I be want to go. Put my white on.
right? Get your little baseball cap.
Yeah, put my white on this shit.
Yeah, man.
Dancing
They
this
on
shit.
tour. I was online looking at it yesterday. Actually, I was looking for another T-shirt, and then it's like on tour 2022. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Can't go wrong with. I ain't heard a person yet say they don't like no Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Not one.
White, black, whatever. It give you happy feeling, man. Give you just what they said. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Put you in a good mood and shit. But what's going on, man? You ready? There's winter finna come, man. You ready?
Well, I guess I'm about as ready as you can be. I mean, my warm coat is still in the closet, and my snowblower is good.
Yeah, cause you know what here. You never know shit. But motherfucker always talk about, oh, you from Chicago, shit, but get used to it. You never
Hell
get
no,
used to that
there ain't
shit.
no use to getting to that shit.
You don't get used to it.
And when
You
it
just
gets,
deal with it.
when they had that polar vortex coming down and it's -10 and
You should be used to it.
shit, nope.
Shit me. Hey, man, I did a motherfucking party the other day. I DJ'd a party, man. Man, they had that motherfucker lit up with weed, man. I couldn't breathe in that motherfucker. Straight. I'm like, man, I'm not taking drugs. That motherfucker swear you was smoking some motherfucking weed. Man, that shit is big bearded. Everybody smoking it. Young, old, white, black. And these dispensary lines be around the motherfucking corner since they made it legal here in Illinois, man. You be seeing that shit. How you feel about it, man?
You cannot drive in your car with the windows down without smelling weed.
Without smelling weed.
So I have no problem with weed smoking. I haven't.
Oh yeah.
Because of the nature of the job, I have not smoked weed in many years, and I don't particularly miss it or anything.
Yeah, I ain't never been no weed smoker.
But my impression of it was always as kind of just like you handle drinks. You know, you get home from a hard day,
Exactly.
want to kick back, relax, put some music on, chill. Just like you have your little cocktail.
That's how I always felt.
You know, you flame you up a little bud, take you a few hits, feel good.
Put it out.
Put that thing out, and keep it moving. These motherfuckers, they stay blitzed. They stay blowed all day long.
I always felt it only so high you can get, though. Like, I'll see them roll like blunt after blunt after blunt. And like you said, if that's your thing, that's your thing. I just don't understand the con. And that shit costs way more than when we coming up.
It costs a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
And they not rolling like no little spliffs. They rolling these big, fat ass Jamaica joints.
The bag you had that would last you 3 days, they smoking that in 10 minutes, dude. You know what I'm saying? And it's 10 times stronger.
This weed, yeah, that's what I'm saying. This weed is way strong. I'm like, how do they do it?
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
now, you know, I've been like looking at stuff online and reading, like they're saying that it's a lot of study on weed, but then again, it's not. And I think that the medicinal effects have been proven that it can benefit people in a lot of different areas. But they're also saying that the levels at which people are smoking now, there's some negative effects.
Because they expect them to smoke it.
Because
to that extent.
Any damn thing, if you do too much,
Overdose.
you can eat too many damn oranges.
Dude, they say you drink too much water, now you flushing out what you need.
Right.
Anything, like you said.
So, I don't know how they stay that fucking high. How do you function? And
I don't know where the money come from.
And if you look at some of these cars that these motherfuckers riding around in, they got a dent on every fucking corner. So you got to figure
So
maybe this weed is having an effect.
So obviously all of them ain't functioning as they should be. That you got a lot of killing going on out here, and I think just my personal opinion, it's my opinion. Nobody jump on me. I think some of these motherfuckers be blow out of their mind, dude.
I don't think you can rule that out. I think like they're saying that chronic use at these levels may cause a lowering of your IQ. It may cause an effect on your brain's ability to function and to process data. So I just don't get it. And now I was kind of looking online. I was looking on YouTube and you got a more and more videos of people talking about how I stopped smoking weed. Yeah, and and some of the things they said, like, you become the needed, and you know, well, I'm going to this party, so I want to, you know, mellow out a little bit.
Can't do shit.
I'm going to do this, so I want to mellow out a little bit.
Can't do nothing without it.
And then, like, I was listening to one girl, and she was talking about, well, you can, there are things that we do for you that if you train yourself, you can do on your own in terms of meditation and learning how to relax and how to be present in the moment and all of those types of things. It can really, you can do a lot of those things on your own. And weed is no different than anything else, alcohol or food or whatever. Yeah. It can be used as a crutch.
Yeah.
But these young folks out here, they out here fucked up, man. They smoking like a motherfucker, man. It's amazing to me how you can stay that damn high with the weed they smoking.
Especially if you working a job, and I don't see how you can fun. Cause I hear a lot of people be like, well, weed ain't causing nobody to go murder nobody. I be like, how you know? Just cause you feel like you function on it, every motherfucker function different on stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's just too damn high. You could even smell it. That just smells strong.
Dude, I had to take my clothes off and put them in a bag when I came in the house. And I got back in my truck to take my equipment. It smelled like police would have pulled me over there and been like, dude, you got weed in here, dude. And I ain't touched it. That just from it being in the air.
And this is another aspect of this whole discussion that I think people lose sight of. And that's, we as a people, regardless of the fact whether weed is legal or not, I don't give a fuck what it is. When it involves us, people look at it a little bit differently.
Know that.
You got these motherfuckers, you going to to stores and people checking you out, they smelling like weed. Yeah. People going to job interviews smelling like weed.
Ain't that crazy, though?
Like,
you would think you just got common sense not to do that.
Any rule associated with it, and weed is, it's legal to a point, but you're still not allowed to be high driving a vehicle.
Cause a vehicle, you go to work, you got forklift, that's heavy machinery. You can kill somebody, dude. And we need you functioning. Oh, but weed legal. It's not legal here at this job, and a lot of our people don't get that. Oh, it's legal, man.
No, not so much.
Not here, dude.
And you know, and a business has the right to make whatever damn rule they want to make.
Cause like you said, you running heavy machinery and all of that, and you can kill somebody, dude.
You know, as long as it doesn't go against your civil rights. Smoking weed ain't a civil right.
Exactly.
And
which I don't think it might never be.
And I think we as a people need to be very, very careful of how we embrace that type of shit. I mean, the whole weed culture still is kind of sketchy to me. You know, you got these parties, everybody want to get high and all that shit.
Dude, they got edible parties. All the food in there is edible, dude. The cake, the meats, all that got weed juices and strains in it, dude.
You know, like
you said, how you want to be? Every piece of food in here, you want to have weed in it?
Like I get, I can see myself smoking, but I can see myself smoking.
You said like a cocktail.
You know, in light of drinking, or I come home, you know, fix me a cocktail, a vodka and cranberry, and take me a few hits.
It's like a cigar. You know, you hit the cigar. You hit the cigar a few times. You ain't smoking it all day, every day.
You know, throw an album on something and chill. Or, you know, me and the wife hanging out or whatever. Because I mentioned this to my girl. I was like, you know, I think when I retire, I think I'm gonna start smoking weed. She looked. This is her exact words. You are crazy as fuck.
Say, hey, your mother, you already gonna be old. Your brain ain't gonna be functioning as it is. Now you want, like, especially this shit they got now.
She's like, I got a story. Partner of mine, his pop retired, so his brother smokes. So his father was like, yeah, let me hit that shit. So his brother was like, hey, Pop, man, you sure? His old man's like,
I've been smoking before you was born.
I was smoking weed in motherfucking Vietnam.
I'd have heard it before. I'd have heard it before. Not so. This.
He said his brother was like, man, I don't know, this some different shit. Man, shut the fuck up and give me that shit. So he gets old man a joint. Old man goes out into the yard.
A joint.
So he said, they kicking back, watching the game or whatever the fuck they doing. So he said, the old man gone for a long time. Like what? He said his pop finally came back in the house, down into the basement. And they were like, man, where the fuck you been? He was like, I got lost. So his mother was so high,
lost. Where you
he
go?
couldn't find his way back into the house in the backyard.
Now, you been smoking since Vietnam.
Yeah, he said his old man was like, yeah, this is some different shit here.
And that's why your old lady looking at you like well, you going to be much older and you talking about smoking that shit they got now. I think you need to rethink that shit.
If I have a cocktail and 2 beers,
you out.
I'm fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. You out.
And feeling it the next day.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why she's looking at you like, you crazy as hell. You think you going to get 70 some years and be sitting up there smoking weed and functioning properly. You going to be on the couch stuck. But, hey, I know one thing. When I get this big check, I'm going to look at investing in some dispensaries, man. That's big money, man. It's big money.
Yeah, well, you got to have some big money to fuck with.
Yeah.
They done locked the regular cat out of that shit.
You know what I said? When I get this check, it better be right now.
That shit is just like tobacco.
Yeah.
They talk shit about tobacco, and the tobacco companies, they fought against it, only until they got positioned properly. So, they own every end of that shit. They own it. They into that vape shit. They into all of that shit.
Dude, only time.
So they don't want you. They don't want you to fuck with an alternative until they can make money off the alternative.
I was gonna say, only time they really let you in is when they right here from moving on to something else. They be like, oh, they can have that. We got a bigger thing coming. But why it's big, you have a hard time getting into that. Have a hard time. You know what I'm saying? They ain't let you into. A lot of black people into the real estate today. Till they figured out other ways to get bigger money and shit like that, or you know what I'm saying, buying trucks like 18-wheelers and all that. Like we're just really getting on to that shit.
And that's where some of the diversity in some of these different businesses and different aspects of life come into play. Because getting into that room with some of them guys where you get some of these tips and you get, hey man, this is gonna be the next hottest shit.
Exactly.
Like guys like Jay-Z and LeBron and cats like that, they in them rooms now.
And that's a big problem with a lot of us, because you can try to tell. We so used to people scamming and all that, and you can tell people we want to wait till it get hot.
Right.
Like, no,
it's too late.
It's too late. Yeah, you're making minimum money. You supposed to get in the den. You got to think outside the box at times. Sometimes, you lose. You take a risk, but you got to take them risks to get that reward. Yep. That's why I call risk versus reward. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. But we want to wait till it get hot in it. Everybody's doing it now.
It's too late now.
It's too late. So, man, hey, I'm always on the internet, man. I'm looking, just talking to people. And these guys, this was a few years ago about this, but it has resurfaced because it happened again. This guy, Future did it a few years back. Some IG model, he flew out and he was just like, man, he was texting her and she like, man, we're gonna go out to eat. He was like, hey, put that lingerie on, man. You just gonna come over there and spank that ass. And she looking like, dude, who you think I am? So now it was a new one surfaced and the girl didn't want to get the dude. He flew her. I think he said she came from Chicago when he was talking. Indiana. He said, I flew you all the way from Indiana and you talking about don't touch you and all that. And she's like, yeah. Well, he like, well, get your plane ticket back and all that. How do you feel about that, man? If you just fly a girl out, take her on a shopping spree, or not even a shopping spree, if you just fly out and you know what I'm saying, you spend $1,000 on, do you think you supposed to get some of that oochie coochie?
So I think it's levels to it.
Okay.
Pardon me. Like in the case of Future.
Okay.
He on some bullshit. Because you know the girl knows who he is. And she came out there to hook him, to give him some. You know, she want to get Future some. But he was just too rough. Like, damn, you know, motherfucker don't want to go out to dinner. Don't
think
want
that what it was?
Yeah, you know, she like, because part of the whole allure, I'm sure, is being seen with fucking Future.
Yeah, for sure. She want to be seen somewhere.
You know,
his thing is not being seen with you, though. So.
She riding in the Lambo, and they get out and go have dinner or something. She ain't ready to do nothing but give him some. But then she get there, he probably have a limo pickup. She get to his house. She go in, he's sitting there, and all he want is some booty. And then go put her back in the limo and send her back home and shit. It ain't no positive, it ain't no win in there for her.
And even though I know he's who he is and he probably does it out there, most women probably will do it, but you got the ones who be like, nah, dude, I'm straight.
That ain't no different than if she gave me or you some. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, what she gained from it.
Yeah, she don't gain shit from that.
So you fucking a millionaire.
She ain't got shit she can post on her Instagram. She ain't got shit.
Right.
So in his case, he on some bullshit. Now that he bogus to the motherfucker for that shit to me.
Right.
You know,
I feel where you coming from.
Ain't a woman flying no damn where at the Future's house without the thought of giving Future some.
Yeah.
You know, it just ain't. She ain't thinking like that.
But you got some crazy ones that just give it to him, and he probably got used to that. And she looking like I ain't the one.
Right.
I want more.
And I don't blame her. At least she displaying some
got
damn
integrity.
standards and shit.
Yeah. Integrity is everything to me. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I get where she coming from.
Now, my man, like, I get his perspective, but he should have had a little more of a conversation off the front end, sounds like to me.
G Dillon, that's
kinda,
me, dude.
Like, hey, baby, you know, you coming out here, I'm looking
forward
to
we in Chicago.
You know, I'm looking forward to us having a chance to get a little busy. Yeah, we going to do some stuff and go here and there and do that and whatnot. And then you could kind of hear him in the background saying how, you know, you coming to my house and you taking showers and walking around in towels and shit. So it kind of sounded like she was kind of
leaning towards it.
Yeah, like she was kind of putting the tease shit on him. Like,
yeah,
like if she had got in the car and she was like, had that motherfucking hand out from beginning.
Yeah.
And let the motherfucker know, hey. Or prior to her coming, you know, they communicate. She's like, hey, look, I'm coming out there. We don't really know each other like that, so I want to come out and visit you, but I ain't trying to do nothing.
Should have had it on the front.
Yeah. And so now but at the same time, grown ass woman know, motherfucker ain't just flying high from wherever to wherever. Without no thoughts.
But that's my
thing.
Doing
something.
We too old at this point to be playing games. Because me, I ain't going to lie. Like you said, I'm talking about it before I fly you from Houston to Chicago. I'm be like, man, what we going to, oh, that's all you want? I mean, I done had females say, that's all you want? No, I want to get to know you, but I'll be allowed to say I ain't want none. You sit here looking good and shit. Yeah, I want some.
Yeah,
I ain't finna be, no, we ain't got to do, you know, guys do that and think they going to trick them out of it. And then they be like, nah, dude, I already told you. I never been that dude. I'll be like, hey, hell yeah, I want something. That ain't all I want. We can kick it and shit.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
At the end of the night, I ain't gonna lie to you, tell you I don't want something. I think you gonna think, be honest, you looking good, ladies. You a young lady out here smelling good. You know when you look good and shit. And if a guy didn't really try to touch you at all, you gonna think that motherfucker a little fruity. You expect him to try something. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That don't mean you have to give him
even if you've had the conversation.
Yeah, you still gonna rub,
gonna be,
touch. Yeah.
We're gonna see where he go.
Exactly.
But
just to think, yeah, she got to go full-fledged and all that. Like you said, ladies shouldn't be accepting them type of trip. Because like we said on the last episode, taking all these gifts from the opposite sex, you know they want something. 9 out of 10 times.
Ain't shit in this world free.
Ain't nothing free. So for you to be saying, you already knew in the back of your head. So I blame both of them to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. They both bear some of the blame.
Yeah.
He he was harsh to the motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
You could tell he was pissed. And then when he was like, no, you pay for your own motherfucking ticket back, I was like, ooh, damn, he really pissed and shit. And then you could kind of tell, just to me, the way she sounded, you could kind of tell that she was kind of on some bullshit that she knew exactly what was up, but she just figured she was going to get this free fucking trip.
Yeah.
And she was going to be able to talk shit around it and be cool. And it would work out, that she would be able to just stay there, basically treat his ass like a trick, stay there and not have to do nothing, and then he was just gonna be mad.
But like you said, on the back end, if you never even said nothing about it up front, or you is playing yourself like a trick, like you set yourself up for that.
And then he been exposing himself all on over the phone and shit.
Yeah.
And
I get you what you need, whatever you need, and all of that,
She knew what he was looking for. And
Y'all
now,
do.
I guess there's an argument that she should have been the one having the conversations. Hey, dude, I'm coming there. Ain't nothing like that happening on this trip. Maybe next time or whatever. Or maybe you come to visit me or whatever.
And if he still flew out to that, that's on him.
But
you know what I'm saying?
she ain't had no intention. I don't even think she liked him like that to begin with. She just, I think it was in L.A. or somewhere.
Yeah. She's from Indiana. I know he said
and
that.
I'm gonna get out here to L.A. and shit, and I'm gonna show out.
And she gonna give it to me. Just assume.
He thought that, but she knew from the start that she wasn't giving him none, and she just figured, like I said, that he wasn't gonna get. That she
wasn't gonna get that
could,
upset.
Yeah, she figured she could just talk her way through it.
Yeah.
And stay out there, and then come on back
with her new clothes or whatever not he bought her.
Yeah.
But hey, women and fellas out here, hey, be more upfront with each other. Stop playing yourself. Like you said, if she told him, dude, I ain't on that. I'm gonna come get to know you, and he still flew out, that's on him. But if he discussed that, which I don't think he probably discussed, because he never said that one time, like, you told me you're going to give me nothing. I think he was just assuming, I spend this money, you're going to give me some coochie. But I feel like you might well go buy an escort if that's your ultimate goal.
Because like I remember as a young fella, a partner of mine, who's still to this day a real good friend of mine, he told me, he's like, hey, man, they ain't looking to give you none unless you ask for it. Now, what asking for it means, he's like, that's the art. That's where you got to figure
you can
out.
Fuck it up.
Because some women, you could just straight ask, hey, you ready to give me some of that?
Exactly.
Some women, you got to kind of talk around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, so that's the trick. But he said, you got to ask. And I've asked women, I'm like, so are you trying to give a dude some if he don't ask? And they're like, no, not really. Mother got to ask.
They probably have it in their head, but women don't. They like men to be 9 out of 10 times the aggressor. Yeah. So even though they thinking it, they be like, I would have gave him something, but he didn't even try it. So I didn't give him.
And I've had women say to me that they've dealt with guys who they just really, really like, and they could tell that the motherfucker was just being extra cautious because he didn't want to fuck it up.
Yeah.
And that they've gone ahead and kind of taking the lead a little bit more.
Yeah.
And
gave him hints.
Yeah. And kind of walked them through
but they still want him to, like you said, ultimately.
But yeah, they say they ain't looking to do shit or motherfucker ain't ask.
Yeah,
hey, you got to let me know you really wanted this shit.
Hey, speak up, man. Especially when you get to a certain age, man. We ain't kids no more. Just speak up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, if I was single now, I wouldn't have no problem with that shit.
What they gonna say? Yes or no, motherfucker? Hey, these last few years we got as valuable. We don't got time to be 6 months fucking around with you. You can tell me, nah, we can move on from this shit.
You remember I told you one of the previous episodes about I ain't trying to fuck around, trying to figure no shit out. Let me know what the fuck it is you need.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These last few years I got to live, they valuable. And hey, my Peter Wheatstraw might start functioning right. Hey, I ain't got time to be playing with you. So
when you're young, that number you looking at is an infinite number of times your thing don't work.
You don't think,
I'm heading towards the back end of my shit.
Exactly.
I can wake up at any given day and my shit will be like, I'm tired, motherfucker.
So I wait 8 months, you wait 8 months.
So I make an effort to take good care of myself and and get some exercise and stay active and all that, but you just never fucking know.
And don't get me wrong, women. No, you guys not obligated to do no the gap. You don't want to. You know what I'm saying? But I only can speak for me personally. I ain't spending no $3,000-$4,000 and you ain't gave me none. I'm broke. If I was a millionaire or something, a couple thousand or something ain't hurt me, but I ain't broke, but I ain't rich either. But
Well, that was my point.
You know
with
what I'm
Future
saying?
ass, motherfucker, come on now. You know,
she looking like you, Future.
if I got money like that, that's like my whole thing. If I got a girl coming out here, I'm gonna give it a show. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna take her out. We gonna have a nice. We gonna have fun. And
he got spoiled.
I ain't gonna just treat her like no damn hooker and shit.
I think he's spoiled, man. I think he's spoiled. He got used to them girls just giving it to him, and he ran into one. That wasn't on that. So
and that it always surprised me, like how a cat like that. I mean, I don't really know him, but just the persona that he has out there. How he was even fucking around with a chick like Sierra, cause she seemed like she trying to have a more higher end.
I think
persona out there. And
I think once she fucked around with him, that was her end, which would mess with hood dudes and all of that. Cause she messed around with Jeezy. They said before, he's like a hood dude, but she matured and she like, you know what? I ain't gonna be having babies by motherfuckers like this. And now she got another dude who looks like an upstanding dude with Russell Wilson.
That motherfucker the square of squares. which is
What we said on the last episode, that's a good thing though.
I ain't mad at that motherfucker when you
get to a certain age, it's good being a square, whatever you want to call me.
Because
young boy.
He understand the value of that brand.
Yeah.
And keeping that brand at high end. That motherfucker, that's why he get them deals that he get. And he can move the way he moves.
Exactly.
And, and I'm sure he got that square persona, but I'm sure he a dude,
I said the same thing. I said, he's still a dude. They be saying that shit. You better hit one of y'all in y'all mouth like you're a football player in shape. And come on now. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they people don't get.
Exactly.
He may not be able to fight worth of shit, but like you say, he in shape. And he ain't gonna get tired.
And he ain't backing down. I'm like 300-pound motherfucker get on me all day.
He used to grown ass strong
tussling
motherfuckers.
With him. He breaking out of sacks.
And that he fucking around and grab you and do something to your ass.
Are you a square?
Yeah, okay. You fuck with him if you want to.
Tread lightly. But yeah, Future told the girl, he like, oh, love, whatever. He told her, love, I'm cool. You have a nice life. Just like dude, he was real pissed off. And you got to get your own flight back. Which goes into another thing I want to add. Who you think accept rejection better, men or women?
I think dudes. I don't know if it's better or worse. I think it's different. I think dudes really get their pride hurt.
Okay.
And women get their feelings hurt. Okay. So dudes, they
more vocal though when it comes.
I think they more vocal. I think they be a lot more pissed off acting about shit.
Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, and they subject to say some
get
crazy.
all the disrespect.
But there's some women out there though that right away, as soon as they get that rejection, right away I ain't want to fuck around with you, that little ass thing anyway. All that old shit.
Yeah, some women like that too. So it's hard. It is kind of hard to.
Yeah, I think. I was gonna say that I think women internalize shit more, but I don't even know if you can say that because you got a lot of pent up ass dudes out here mad at women and shit for whatever reason, and whatever shit like that breaks bad. The first instinct that pretty much all of us have is it's the other motherfucker's fault. Nobody ever has any like self-awareness to say, yeah, I could have been a little different. I could have done some different shit.
That's the thing. A lot of people don't got self-awareness.
And I mean, I'm saying that, and I'm no different than anybody else because there are past relationships that I've had that ended poorly, and thinking back, I just I could have been a lot different. I could have handled shit a lot differently. And
come with age.
And so I think we all have the capability of being fucked up.
Yeah.
When our feelings get hurt, and particularly if it's somebody who you really, really care about.
Yeah, I think that too.
Man, when that, you be
ain't no hurt like that.
You kind of burn up, and you go through all of the stages. You be pissed, and you be pissed. First be in denial and all of that.
I always been the guy, like you said, if I was super close and I know what I did. We already had some kind of relationship or something. And yeah, you probably would get pissed, but just to meet somebody, I always went on the motto, I can't miss nothing I ain't never had. So I ain't finna be out cussing no chicks out because she just don't want to talk to me. Oh, you fuck you damn bitch and all that, like guys be doing. And I'm like, you don't even know her, though. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta conduct yourself with some damn class out here. You can't be out here like no damn savage and shit.
And some people, and some women be like that too. So
yeah.
It's kind of hard to say. I think the guys more, like you said, vocal, show their frustration. And women, like you said, keep, for the most part, like you said, it's some vocal women, but they internally, they be devastated and probably cry alone, and guys just be, oh man, this bitch, and you know what I'm saying? Just so, I think a lot of time women and people think, oh man, don't handle it as good as women. I don't think that's really the case. It depends on the person though. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the person. So, but nah, I ain't gonna be out here cussing no women out. Just because she don't want to talk to me walking up the street. She told me she got a man. They tell me they got a man, and I could be your friend. I don't need no friend. I ain't be my friend. You know what I'm saying?
I never understood that whole dynamic. Some girl you don't know walking down the street and you trying to holler, and she say, I ain't interested.
And you get that, man?
Fuck you then, man. Like, damn, dude. Well, first of all, who the fuck do you think you are?
Exactly.
Because if you was like that, it'd be a woman with your ass right now.
They'll be lined up.
So I'm trying to understand where you thinking this is gonna gain you a level of success.
I'm like
with
you, like nah, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. So
yeah, no.
So has rejection at any age ever caused you to not want to approach certain women? Like,
well, I think it took me some time as a young man to kind of understand like what my style was. Okay. Like, I was never like the guy who could like go to clubs necessarily and meet women because I probably wasn't that outgoing.
Yeah, you like be more in the private, catch her in the corner, and
so it took me. I had to understand like the type of situations that worked best for me.
I think I'm that kind of guy. I always been that kind of guy. Like you said, I ain't never been like bunch of people around. I'm just trying to like talk. I always, like you said, because first of all, when I was coming up or whatever, be around a bunch of guys, they get to hate and they try to see you talk to her.
Oh yeah.
So I like to try to catch her and be like, hey, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And like you said, I'm a mellow type guy. I ain't that type of guy. I got to show my money and flamboyant in the club, proving a point, you know.
And I guess amongst my friends, I've always been looked at, as an all right dude, a good dude. So I've met a lot of women through people, Yeah. Oh man, I know this girl, a friend of my girl, and she looking for a nice guy. I've been set up a number of times, and it wasn't no long lasting relationship, but they were nice relationships that I had a lot of fun. So, once I kind of figured out what kind of worked best for me, the type of situations that worked best for me, then, it was kind of not easy, but
you never been like intimidated by no woman if she like,
oh no,
she got a Benz and she got this good job and you feel like you ain't doing that good. Yeah, because a lot of guys, I never been like that either.
I'm who I am, and you can say whatever you want to.
Yeah,
as far
yes
as
or no.
whether you like me or not.
Yeah,
that's fine. But I'm not going. I've never been a guy trying to make myself out to be something that I'm not or something bigger than I am. I'm a dude. I'm working. I'm grinding.
It is what it is. If you like me, you like me. You don't, you don't. I got aspirations to be something. I ain't no bum now out here. So, like you said, that never made me intimidated. I know what I can do and what I'm gonna do. So I always been like, That's her loss. I always feel like it's your loss, me personally, because I know I'm a good dude overall. I ain't perfect, but I ain't.
Yeah.
If I rock with you, I rock with you. That's one thing about me.
Yeah.
I'm super rock with you. I ain't finna leave you out, hang you out to dry. You call me and say, man, like something really going on. I really rock with you. I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
Because, it's a lot of women out there who, they on the surface it look like they doing pretty good and all that, but shit, they got bills too. And
that surface ain't shit, especially with the social media out here.
A lot of them out here trying to drive the right car and live in the right neighborhood and wear the right shit. Man, them motherfuckers struggling. I
done seen it personally.
I remember a girl told me, she said, whenever you see a girl, she open up her purse and she got all her bills and shit in her purse. She
got the bills in the purse?
That motherfucker fucked up.
Not no dollar bills, the bills you got to pay.
Unpaid bills. She said, when they be walking around with that shit in their purse, she said, stay the fuck away from their ass. And
G said, walk around.
I'm telling you, a woman told me that.
Well, they got it online now, so it probably ain't as prevalent.
Because they got issues, and they're always looking at that shit, trying to figure out what to do with it.
Now, I read something not too long ago. That's funny you said that, because I read something, edit that funny place. I read a meme, and it said, when a woman ain't got no motherfucking money, she be hanging her purse out on the gate. She all over there and shit. She just sit on the porch and shit. Like, hey, get your purse, motherfucker. She be like, ain't nothing in there, no way.
When a woman got a little something, she ain't let you set her shit on the floor.
Right.
No.
And I done heard that before. They be like, ain't nothing in there. They gonna just take the purse.
If you are with her and she doing something, here, hold this for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the truth. But that bill shit, I'm telling you, and it's not just one woman. I remember the first woman that told me that, but it's not the only woman that has said that to me about that bill.
I ain't hear about the bills in the purse.
Yeah.
Like I said, they online now. They get emails. So
yeah, right. Yeah, I guess everybody see.
It's a little outdated.
It's about how old I am.
But I never even heard that though. That's funny. That's funny. And far as stuff like what men do, women do, man, they, like we always say, take common sense out to the Mississippi River and drown it. What about our boy? He resurfaced again. Will Smith, the Fresh Prince. Do you think when he did that initially with Chris Rock, do you think he was just protecting his wife, or because his wife wanted him to do it? What do you think? Because he came back out now.
I've gone back and forth. Originally, I thought it was just a bit. I thought it was just some show shit.
Some show shit. Me too.
And I think that still could be a possibility.
I don't put nothing past it.
But I don't understand, like, why all of a sudden, he wanted to come back out in the public and start talking about that shit, and he still hadn't had no personal conversation with Chris Rock, apparently. But I think it's a couple of things. So first of all, I think his wife,
Jada Pinkett,
she to me, she appears to be somebody that's hard to be around. Like, she got a little diva in her. And I think she thinks that she's just as much of a star as he is, when in essence, she's the plus one.
Oh yeah, nah, she ain't no star. She ain't no mega star like Will.
But her ego is that of somebody.
So you think she got a big ego?
I think she feels like she is absolutely on par with him, and she don't realize that if he ain't there, she ain't at none of that shit.
Yeah, and that's true. That's true.
So I think she's put a lot of stress on the relationship, because I think she's basically let him know that he ain't the be all end all for her. She want to have this open relationship. See, I don't think he wants to have anything to do with that shit. I think in his mind, that is his girl. That he is crazy about.
I would hope all the crazy shit he letting slide.
But she, she got this thing where she want to do whatever the fuck she wants to do.
But ain't that how I mean, it's a kiddie thing to think about. Ain't that how people do when they know they got you like that? It's bump your head.
Like I remember years ago they were like doing an interview together, and he was saying how it was an issue that he when she leaves that house, she needs to say goodbye.
Okay, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Who don't want that?
And I was like that's an issue at their house. You know what I mean?
Nah,
like
that shouldn't be no issue.
Like who the fuck does that?
Who don't want their old lady to tell them?
Who leaves the house without just letting the motherfucker know, hey, I'm gone or something?
It feel like you sneaking and doing something you got no business. Like I'm thinking you in the front room and you out the house.
If during the course of the day, if I'm in and out of that damn house 2 or 3 times, going to run errands or whatever,
each time
I'm gonna let my old lady and I'm gonna give her a peck on the mouth and say, hey, I see you in a little bit. I'm going to do such and such. You know, so that to me told me a lot about their relationship.
I ain't know that. I ain't never heard that.
That she owns some different shit.
Yeah. So ultimately, you think he did it just to try to satisfy her?
Yeah, and I think he's in a position where he really, really loves her.
I would hope so.
He really, and he loves her a lot more than she loves him.
Ain't nothing we ain't never seen before.
Yeah, we all kind of been through that
in front of the camera.
They should
have playing out in front of the camera.
You know, we all been with women who we kind of knew.
You know, you like more than you.
We knew that weren't necessarily good for us. That didn't necessarily treat us like we need to be treated.
I'd have been on both sides of the coin. I'd have been with that, and then I didn't know some women like me more than I like them, and you don't treat them good as they should. You should be treating them like, man, she a good girl, but I don't know. You like who you like, you know?
And I think he's just been trying to process that shit. But even though we like to see shit online and out in the public because it gives us an opportunity to talk shit, you know, he probably should have been kind of really trying to handle a lot of that kind of behind the scenes.
Yeah, internally.
And then maybe he and Chris come out together and have an interview, like somebody kind of moderate an interview. But the shit he did, that's kind of some hard ass shit to come back from.
Because I was going to say, if I was Chris, I ain't going to lie. We can call each other names and all that, but when you put your hands on me, it's a different level, man.
Yeah, it just took the whole thing to a
millions and millions of people. I don't know if I ever be cool with you. And I would hope him and Chris Rock be. I'm just speaking for myself. Put your hands on me.
I mean,
that's it. From now on, I see you, I'm gonna be on your ass.
I think Will Smith is displaying what it looks like to be a fool in love.
Why do fools fall in love?
You know, he's
definitely at least he look like that. He definitely like a fool. And to me,
she like I was watching something. He was like at his house, and she got like the back of the house set up like a movie set and all kinds of shit. I'm thinking to myself, this motherfucker don't even really be doing shit like that. How you got my house all fucked up and you don't really, you ain't even got it like that.
She got her fool in love. Now you said it.
I'm like I said, she thinks she thinks she like up here, and if it wasn't for him, well, nobody even hardly know her damn name no more.
And like you said, she ain't the first person. They'll just play out in front of the camera, but I have new personal people like that, and they wife think they the one got the money, but if you got your man back and you on that bullshit, that's how you feel,
and
you know?
She ain't even that good an actress.
She ain't been acting.
And I could just kind of see that when she ain't working, it's hard to the motherfucker to be around her in that house, and he got to make some calls like, hey.
You think so?
You got to get this motherfucker a job, man, because she about to drive everybody fucking crazy.
She drove him crazy.
I'm telling you, that when I see her and I see some of her work and I see the way she acts and like the way she kind of arrogant. Ooh, she ain't my type of person.
Nah, not if you all arrogant. I don't give a fuck. Nicki Minaj, whoever. Yeah, you fine, but you ain't finna be treating me like that, mama. I don't give a fuck. Like we said with the girl with Future. 9 out of 10 girl probably wouldn't, but she had a little integrity. That's me. I don't give a fuck how much money. I go stay back in this studio or something before I let you just treat me and talk to me any kind of way.
The thing with the losing her hair and it just all just
Yeah, cause I felt you.
It's just all ring kind of bullshit.
Cause I felt she ain't that insecure. Cause you sitting up front with a bald head without a wig or something on. Cause if you that insecure, you wouldn't even be out here like that in the front row. So you just pulling them strings. Like you gonna let him talk about me? I don't feel she was that insecure about it. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, she looking over there.
You confident? You confident if you wearing it out like that? Cause I know some women they ain't coming out like that.
Well, and then let's go back to that night. They wasn't even like sitting next to each other. You know what I mean? Did you see that? How far apart they were sitting?
I got to look again and see how they were actually sitting.
It just they shit.
But Will trying to come back out with this apology is why we brought it back up, and like you said, man.
If I'm Chris Rock, I'm like, motherfucker, kiss my ass.
Yeah, because I feel
you need to check your girl first.
I feel even when he do it in front of the camera, you doing that because your pocket's getting fucked up. I'm always feel like that. If I was on the opposite side anyway, yeah, them pockets. You got a lot of money, but that money you spent when ain't shit coming in like that. So now you trying to save face some more. You get in front of the camera because, like you said, call me or whatever. But I wouldn't fuck with him if I was Chris Rock.
Well,
put your hands on me. That's it.
Because that's one thing that made it seem like less of a bit to me, and that's the fact that Chris Rock really ain't even talking about it.
No, he ain't.
Like they're talking about how he was going on tour right after that, and I was expecting he about to blow this shit up, and get a lot more sales. But he really hasn't been talking about it. Dude, but be honest.
As you as a guy, me as a guy, would you be out talking about that shit?
No.
You be like, when I see that motherfucker. I
ain't talking about it, but just slapping the shit out of me.
It's right, it ain't nothing funny. When I see, I'll be like, gee, ain't nothing to talk about. When I see him, y'all better be ready. Shit, that's how I feel. So it really ain't nothing. We thought that because we think everything about money, but dude probably, his pride really hurt you, man. Well, that man smack you.
But at the same time, Chris Rock a little bitty motherfucker, man.
Oh yeah, they say that from the jump though.
And Will kind of big. Will
tall, yeah.
Will like they talk about Will is like 6'3", 230 or something.
He got a little cut on him, so
if it really came down to a real fight, Chris might get beat down.
But guess what? I know all that security was in there that night with a drop kick your ass, so you would have talked around. Yeah. I know the security been
Chris might have to hire a motherfucker to beat Will's ass for him and shit.
Hey, men and women out here, don't be letting people, man, play you like a guitar string, which is what me and G kind of think what Jada doing. Nobody's inside of their home, but on the surface, that's what it look like. She's playing them like a guitar, man. Yeah, she pulling them strings.
Got that nose wide open.
You can drive 18-wheeler in that motherfucker. That nose wide open, man. Wide open.
He on the edge of that Mississippi, man. he got his feet in the water.
Hey, she dumped him in a couple times. He just ain't dry. He keep coming back up.
Yeah, man. Shit, he right there, man.
But hey, like you said, I'm a man. Ain't nobody finna tell you. Call the show, ain't nobody finna tell y'all. I just smacked him. He ain't do nothing. Put your hand on me. We're gonna have a problem. I don't give a fuck how big you is. Don't put your hand on me, brother.
Yeah, even if you gotta get touched up a little bit.
Yeah. You ain't gonna put your hand. It's just a natural reaction for the moment. And Chris Rock, I kind of applaud him. It couldn't have been me. I kind of applaud him and not doing it because he know he was at the Oscars and he, you know what I'm saying? He probably thinking about his family and his brand for the most part. But I applaud him for that because it couldn't have been me, bro.
Yeah, he let the show go on.
Yeah.
Because I mean, say they had got into like just a big ass brawl. Oh my, that
would have been a bunch of niggas in jail.
That shit would have been entertaining as hell. But it would have fucked the show up and
him too.
They already letting this black motherfucker do this shit.
Yeah.
And the show has made an effort. The Academy has made an effort to have this diversity thing going on. They had a gay guy doing it, and so the show itself has changed over the years, and they really make an effort. And then here we go, these niggas out here fighting this shit. Nah. So from that perspective, I get Chris's
that's why I say
reluctance to do anything and to get into it. But yeah, it'd have been tough. It'd have been tough.
If for you to turn around like you did that, just walk off, man, I would have kicked you in the back so I'm gonna be paralyzed right now. They'd be like, man, he's paralyzed.
Just knock the shit out of him.
Man, full-fledged drop kick. But hey, I hope I ain't gonna tell Chris Rock. I hope they talk because I feel him. But Will, stop letting that lady play you like a guitar, man. You gotta stop letting it. You gotta Gotta have some heart, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you see our boy Kevin Durant and them is back. They just brought this up like yesterday. He's telling the owner them, he's giving them ultimatums. It's the general manager got to go and Steve Nash got to go or he got to go. With one or the other, you got to make a pick. And I don't know, he kind of sad with Steve Nash right now.
So, I mean, we've talked about in the past, like we get Kevin Durant wanting to leave.
Yeah, because he see where it's headed.
Because he see fucking around with Kyrie.
See the house burning down.
It ain't much winning involved in that. And then whenever we've talked about this, I keep forgetting about Ben Simmons' bitch ass and shit. I keep forgetting that he there too, and I'm like, oh damn.
They got a couple of them, and these to keep hitting. These supposed to be the other styles around. So I kind of get where he coming from to a certain extent, but like you said, you telling that man you got to pick and all that. But Kyrie, Ben Simmons, I just hate guys always whining, man. Whining.
Because you can say whatever you want to say about Kevin Durant and how he be in his feelings about stuff. At the end of the day,
he gonna come and hoop.
He come out there and hoop.
He gonna come and hoop.
And he hoops hard. He plays well for you. He ain't selfish.
Yeah, he ain't sitting out no bunch of games.
He gives you whatever it is you need. And you can tell that's all he wants these other cats to do. He's like, what the fuck? Can't we just play?
Yeah, he ain't sitting out no bunch of
games.
games.
Over here, the earth is flat.
And so is your head, goddammit.
I'm not getting no vaccine. And and then here Ben Simmons, he over here, he done took a whole year off.
Because his ego got hurt.
He all of his feelings, because he don't want to take shots at the end of the game and shoot no damn free throws.
Yeah.
Somebody say something, but ain't nobody supposed to say nothing about that shit. So
and
now
then
he
when
take
they do,
a whole year
I miss
off.
a whole year.
So now he gonna sue so he can get his money. So now you got to talk about his back is hurt.
Yeah, now you got to play this role. Now he can't play.
Fuck. Who?
And Kevin Durant see this house on fire, man.
I'm just trying to figure out and understand when it became okay with these dudes to look like a bitch in front of the rest of the fellas.
Oh no, man, just and to the rest of the fellas, like you said, we'll be in that motherfucker fighting. I came over there for you, and you don't want to play these fucking games and shit. I left La La Land, the sunshine, and come over here with you. But like you said, when it became, dude, I got a daughter. And she better not be whining to me like that all the time.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to be like, come on. Now we talking about dudes. Dude, and I know people always say dudes show their vulnerability. That's something different, what they doing. And dudes need to cry, open up more. And that what they doing. Motherfucker making $30 million a year. I don't want to play because it is. Or I don't like how this motherfucker talk to me. Or that's some bitch ass shit.
Then when somebody say something about it, then they get mad about that
That's
shit.
what I'm saying.
Now they act like they want to fight. Like when your boy Stephen A. got on my man, talk about he
tell it to my uncle and my daddy and shit. Okay,
I'm telling it to you.
Right.
Shit.
And that's some bitch shit. Tell me, tell to your uncle daddy, you 32 years old.
Grown ass damn man and shit.
It only hurt his feelings because it's the truth.
And
it's the truth.
And shit.
Dude.
Stephen A. ain't go in as hard as I would have, because I'd have been like, well, obviously, I guess I should say it to them because they the ones raised your bitch ass. Shit.
I mean, I ain't never had no bunch of homies that be whining. You couldn't be my homie. All that damn whining and all that. I mean, just like you be at work or something. People don't want to do their job. Guys. The guys be, man, the course of the last 10 years since I've been on this earth, the guys be crying more than the women, man. Honestly, I'm being honest, because you kind of expect it a little bit from women, but they ain't even been crying much as the guys.
And it really, they don't really have to do shit like what is it you complaining about, motherfucker? Damn,
do your job.
You hooping for a living.
It's your job.
You getting a gazillion damn dollars, and what is it you complaining about again? Like.
Constantly.
Like, damn.
Like you said, we all have our days. I might not be up to it and shit, but ain't no person gonna come to you and be like 10, 11, a bitch ass nigga for the most part. We all have our depression days and we feeling low. This is constant with them. Kyrie did it in Cleveland, did it in Boston, now you doing it in New Jersey, Brooklyn. So that's you, dude. That ain't And them been some hell of a team. You played with some hell of a guys on all them spots.
You played with LeBron. You ran LeBron out of town. Talking about you want your own team. Motherfucker, when you had your own team, you couldn't win shit.
8 years before he came there, you didn't went to one playoffs.
Not one.
Now you do. Now he didn't help you get somewhere, and now you want your own team.
Because you hit one damn shot.
And then you play with one of the next generation superstars, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum is one of the next generation superstars, and now you with Kevin Durant. So, yeah, and then Ben Simmons, you with Embiid now, and you crying because they told you to step up, man. You got to step up. Now you with Durant now, man. You still like, that's y'all, man. Got to stop all that wine. I couldn't hang. He couldn't be my cousin or nothing, because we'll be fighting. I'll be like, man, you got like a girl, man. Worse than a girl. You know what I'm saying?
Always finding a reason not to play.
Not to play ball.
It's really
that's
what
how
it boils down to.
Yeah, that's how I take it.
Always find a reason not to damn
like
play.
a dude do it on the job. You find a reason to get out of your job every day.
And that's all Stephen A. said was, you do your damn job.
That's
This
it.
is the shit you get paid to do.
Signed up
Somebody
for that.
paying you to do this shit, and you always find a reason why you shouldn't have to do that shit.
Ain't that crazy?
Get the fuck out of here. And the fact that there's people out here who actually kind of fall on his side. Oh, well, yeah, I get it. Get the fuck out of here.
Because you got
Stop.
some other women-made guys out here. You got a lot of them. You got more than you think. But I'm never advocating for that. Like I said, I got a daughter, and she better not be coming whining all the damn. I'm like, hey, and she'll woman. I'm like, man up, goddammit, you can't be whining every day. Now, what you think I'd tell my son if I had one?
Responsibility.
Come on, man.
Accountability, availability, durability, all of that shit comes into play. And he ain't just playing none of that shit.
Him, Ben Simmons, none of it. I ain't know when it came cool for dudes to be whining and get passes like that, man. I ain't come from that era. I'm glad I didn't, and I ain't finna accept it. None of my homies or I'm gonna tell you, like, dude, I'm finna stop talking to you, dude, because you whining.
Because we can even extend the argument to a cat like Kawhi. You know, he a great player.
Yeah.
When he playing, but
he always got all these demands and shit too. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
he got his way a few times too, and he's still doing the same thing.
Well, and then for me, they hold him up because he got this championship in Toronto. Fuck, the whole damn Warrior squad had to get hurt for that shit to happen.
Kawhi,
I mean, he a
hell
great
of a player, but yeah,
but
all that
he don't play enough.
All that tough, he don't play enough for me either. It's too much game management.
For
I'm with you.
Whatever you want to say about LeBron, I'm a great LeBron fan. But if you not so much, one thing you can't say is that he does not play.
I know LeBron coming.
That mother get out there.
They can say he whine all he want to do. That mother be on that court.
That mother be out there.
Yeah, hold an ankle grind. Next thing you know, he jumping up. He running back down the court.
He go out there and play.
Hey, fellas.
And I'm always gonna have I get the science and that guys, because of the pace of the game and because of the strength and effort that they have to exert compared to past generations of the game, where that guys are gonna get more nights off.
You'll take nights off, yeah.
But some of these motherfuckers like damn.
When the time to play, they missing. Brooklyn got championship aspirations. You got Ben Simmons. I'm just sitting out. Yeah, some games early in the season, not meaningful. You pace yourself and all that. But when it's go time, it's go time.
Right.
As a man, you be like, gee, we got to go ahead and get this couch or refrigerator. You're going to be like, damn, I gotta go. But we going to go get it.
Well, you could look at like Golden State this past year. You could see where they were giving them kind of prescribed rest.
But when it was go
during
time,
the course of the year, and, you know, they had to wade their way through a couple of injuries. But you can't look back at that season like be like, damn, that bitch ass motherfuckers didn't want to play at all.
Exactly. When it was go time, it was all hands on deck.
And they was
injury, sprain, ankle. Only way you ain't gonna get out there is you can't get out there.
Yeah.
You physically can't walk or something. But other than that, you gonna tape this up. They got all this technology. They got the best doctor. They shooting them up. They getting out there and play, man. Because they know they make a bunch of money. And we this close to a ship. And guess what? They don't do nothing but give you a bunch of more money. So, hey, if you got any sons out there or you a grown-ass man, stop all this goddamn whining. It's not cool, man. Women look at you like this bitch motherfucker. Guys look at you like that. Guys that they can try you and whoop you. You out here crying all the time and all that. Cause that, man, stop all this goddamn whining, man. Man.
Cause when they get up and get the fuck around a cat like Draymond and shit.
Yeah, now he gonna get them in their feelings.
Yeah, he have him pissed off.
Yeah, he gonna get them in their feelings.
Because whatever it is to say, he gonna say
Patrick Beverly gonna have them in their feelings. Draymond gonna have them in their feelings. Cause they ain't built like that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't built Patrick Beverly, Red West, baby, Chicago. Y'all know Patrick Beverly, Red West boy. But that's how it is. But gotta stop all this whining, man. And buckle up when it's time to buckle up.
Yeah, you still got a few cats out here who I guess will be what we would consider old school. Yeah. But it's a lot of cats out here, and like I get a lot of these cats, they've been catered to.
Yeah,
you know they've been held on a high pedestal, you know, since they were
so long.
12, 13 years old. So I would suspect that if I was that, you know, and I was considered like elite at a young age, and I was held at that high standard or that high pedestal, I'd probably be a little different, you know.
But you know, your pops and your mama, which my mama and them, I just wasn't built like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, I don't.
And you was only gonna get catered to so much, even though you was one of them. Your mother and my mother and them had morals. Like, I don't give a fuck about what they. Get your ass now, wash some dishes. Goddamn it, that's just the type of mother I had. You know.
Yeah, because it's kind of funny. Like Kyrie, he gets a lot of pushback. People are like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
you know,
like,
and he don't, man. I don't care. You know.
Oh yeah, he don't care.
Nah, he don't care.
He just showed that time and Ben Simmons them, they don't care. Kawhi Leonard them, they don't care. All this goddamn wine.
Well, see, Ben Simmons, man, he done got Kardashian.
He messed with your Kardashian. Hey, we're going to leave that for another show, man.
They done ruined a whole lot of motherfuckers out here.
Hey, that's a good topic. We're going to talk about that on another show, man. We ain't going to hold you guys much longer, but hey, guys, get some nuts out here, man. Stop all that goddamn crying. What the baby going to do if y'all always crying? Shit, y'all took the baby bottle out of his mouth, put it in your mouth. Stop all them damn crying. Women don't like it. Guys don't like it. Don't nobody like it. So stop all I'm good. We're going to get ready to get up out of here and wrap this up. We ain't going to keep you no more longer. I'm your host, DJ 1011, with my co-host,
G. Dillon.
And we is out of this beer.